Hello and good morning, or good afternoon, or wherever you are in the world. My name is Ian, and welcome to Bars and Bells. Join me today at this follow-along bar practice for strength, stability, mobility, and some fun. I'm going to have to adjust my camera because you can barely see my feet. So do you have your balance aid nearby? I have my bar, we have our open space, and with our body weight, we're ready to have some fun. Let's make a quick camera adjustment here. Say hello to whoever's out there. And from here, with my bar by my side, we'll start with our feet in our parallel position. One leg at a time. In this case, I'll be using my right. I'm going to pivot on my heel, externally rotating at the hip, making sure the hips continue to face forward. From here, let's place more attention into the foot. At the foot, go to the demi point or the ball of the feet, towards the toe, and perhaps the flexion over on the toe. Remain tall on that standing leg, go back to the point of the foot down low, then the ball of the foot, and push the heel heavy and push the hip forward. Repeat 3 more. Ball of foot, demi to point, easy on the flex over, pushing that ankle bone forward, and then back to a point, the ball of the foot, and extend the hip, pushing the heel. 2 more. Ball, point, flex over, point, ball, press. Work that articulation, find those strength muscles between the toes and the heels, making sure things are grounded. Last time, down. Then internally rotate or bring legs back to parallel, and same thing on the other side. Externally rotate, pivoting on the heel, making sure the shoulders and the hips can stay forward. From there, we'll go to that demi point or the balls of the feet, towards the tip of the toes, gently approach the flex, the point, the ball, and that hip extension as the heel connects. Again, ball, point, flex, point, ball, and connect the heel. Push those hips tall as you do. 2 more repetitions. The ball of the foot, the point, the over, the point, that demi, and back to the full heel. And last time, point, flex over, back to the point, the ball of the foot, and down. Pivot on that heel, back to our parallel position. Now let's open up into our first position, and from there, tendu to your second. Now pick a side. I'm going to transfer my weight back over to my left, and then I have that demi point foot down low, and for about 8 repetitions, I'll use the arch and the toe strength to pop my foot off the floor, and then connect the balls back down. Repeat for 7 more. 1, down, 2, down. We're counting to 7 here, making sure the hips are staying level. That's 4. We'll go 3 more here. The knees are straight. The calves are politely burning. And I think 1 last repetition. Connect that heel down. Push to load up the other side. And again, we have a ball of foot heavy. But then for 1 and 8 totals, 2. Find a way to make it tough. Cramp up that standing leg. 5. Let's go 3 more here. Really amplifying that tension of the push off through that left leg here. Connect that heel back to the ground, and then tendu close, and pivot to that first position. How are we doing? I hope that feels like the warm up. Nothing too crazy yet. Let's get down to the floor through our forward fold. I'll use my ballet bar or a wall here to cue that. Making sure that the hips don't go back. We want to make sure that the hips could stay stacked over top of the feet for as long as possible. We might start with our head, neck, and extension or looking up, and then tuck a chin, fold down, staying nice and tight to the body, making sure that your hips don't go through the wall that's out the back. And if we do need a little assistance, soften the knees just a little bit, but aim to keep the butt right over top of the feet. Take your time, walk out, and either look and hold your high planks position, or just establish your position with me here. So you have hands screwed in,
I'm looking between my hands on the floor. My elbows are straight, my armpits are down, and I am pushing the floor away. My bum's up higher than I was ever told to have it in phys ed. And for a couple more seconds, just familiarize with this position or the plank. And then this time, let's walk the feet towards the hands. The bum will lift. We travel through that down dog position to a full forward fold if we're allowed. And then here, hips stay stacked over feet. We'll take our time extending and make the head neck the last thing to extend or move away from the body. Reset to center, shake it out, and to get back to our plies. Please feel free to use the bar for your sets of plies here. I'll be standing more in center here. So, feet to parallel. From parallel feet, let's pivot on those heels and find our true first position. And from here, 4 repetitions of plies and a toe balance on the 4th. So, plie, looking for that diamond stretch or shape and stretch. Pull the heels together, create that little diamond, and then push the floor away to get up. 2 more. Pull in, push away, stand tall. Pull in, push away, stand tall. And then from here, hold your first toe balance in first. Again, about 5 seconds. And also about 5, 4, slow down, heels to the floor. From first, we'll open to second. And at second, same thing, 4 repetitions of our squat. Pull the heels together, let the knees go wide, push the floor away to stand up. Pull the floor in and push out. Pull in, this is, I believe, rep number 3, and push out. And for our last one here, we'll pull in, we'll push out, and with straight legs and squeezing bums, hold that first balance in our second position, couple extra seconds, and then slowly pull those heels back to the floor. Point, pull in to first, and let's repeat. This time on the 4th repetition, we'll find our toe balance low, and then find that toe balance up high after. Pull into plie and press. 1. The heels pull together, the knees go wide for 2. And again, we're staying up and down or between 2 panes of glass. For the last one, get as low as you safely can with the full feet on the floor, and then drive the toes down that you might be able to sink lower. And then from there, connect the heels back to the floor, stand up nice and tall, and then continue to push and hold our balance for 4, 3, 2, and also nice and slow, return down. Same thing from second position. Pull ourselves low in our squat for 1 and press up for 2. Down with control and press up and pull in. And I can't count, so I'm hoping this is our last one here. So we'll pull in nice and slow. Then could you get so low that those heels could come up? Then connect the heels, straighten the knees, push down to grow up, and hold your second balance for 3, 2, 1, and also nice and slow on the down. Point, close, pivot to first, shake it all about, and then let's do our forward fold again. So using that wall as feedback, gently start with your head, neck, in extension. From extension, we'll tuck a chin, and the tuck chin to flex the spine, keeping the hips stacked. I need to move away a little bit, and then nice and slow to your forward fold. Forward fold to the walkout, high plank. And again, up here, hold your planks position for 10 seconds. Make it harder by squeezing your bum, pulling the hands towards the feet and the feet to the hands. Brace the core, and then gently knees down. Take a quick moment off, catch your breath, and let's do that one more time. High planks position, press the floor away, squeeze your butt, pull the hands to the feet, brace the core, armpits turned on, making sure we can breathe here for 3, 2, And again, to dismount today, we'll take small strides towards those hands, prioritize straight legs as allowed, and then nice and slow, stack to tall, extend through the rib cage, and then the head neck. And shake it out. Back to the bar. Working on that articulation of the feet. I'll actually turn sideways for this. You can see it better. From tall, using your bars as you need, where could you reach a single foot while being flat on the floor? Then, where could it reach through the ball of the foot? And then it might be able to reach a little bit further with that toe point. Then connect the ball of the foot, the full foot, and then drag underneath. Repeat one more time in that front direction. Standing tall on my left leg, I'm pushing that right leg forward, flat foot. Then I'm going to use that ball of foot, and where can it reach that way? And lastly, a toe point. Pull, straight legs throughout, connect to the floor, extend the hip by pulling back. Same thing on the other side. Where can that leg get flat out front? Nice and tall, standing on the other leg. Then the heel can lift and the balls of the feet or the knuckle lines of the toes can stay down, and then finish with a toe point. Then connect to the floor, pull a full foot underneath by pushing the hips forward. Repeat one more time. Full foot, ball of foot, point, down, and pull along the floor, extending the hip. We'll do the same thing out to the side, and for that one, let's stand in our first position. So pivot to first, hold on to your balance aid as you need, and where again, can that flat foot get away from the body? Then the heel lifts and reach out, and then lastly, the toe point to stretch just a little bit further. Then connect the ball of the foot, connect that heel, and then pull those heels together. Repeat one more time. Where again can we stay tall, flat foot? Then to that demi point, lastly to the toes, and then connect the balls of the feet, connect that heel, and pull along the floor to center. Same thing to the other side. Tall, extended on this standing leg, and reach away from the body. Then where can we get that the heel lifts, and then pop those arches, point those toes. Connect to the ground, connect those heels back together, and again, that articulation of the foot to bring the strength and awareness into the hips. So straight leg, where can we get? Then the demi point, reach. Then the toe point, reach. And then the ball of the foot, the heel, and underneath. Tendus. How do you do in your tendu? From tendu, let's go right into a dégagé exercise, mostly the same, but a little more ballistic. Same thing. Standing tall, using your balance aid as you need here. Work from parallel to start. To the front, pop toes and lift. And then connect to the ground underneath. Use the foot, point the toe, connect to the ground, pull under. Use the ground to pop those toes and back. We have straight legs throughout, pop those toes and underneath. Same thing, other leg out front. Use the floor, pop the toe, connect to the ground, 4 repetitions. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and last one, 4. Same thing, out to the side, and let's work from our first position. In first, out to the side and connect. Out to the side and connect. Use the floor and connect. Use the floor and connect. Last time, I think I have room on my side here, so from here, same thing. Woo! Out to the side, connect. Pop and connect. 2 more. Connect. Last one. Connect. rotate those heels in to parallel, shake it out, plank time. Chin tuck, forward flex. Again, let the knees bend if you need. Try to do it with those straight legs that will flex straight down the body. From there, we'll walk out to our high planks position. 2 sets of 10 seconds, making it the hardest, safest, strongest plank you can. Go! Squeeze your bum. Screw those elbows and hands into the floor. Breathe, brace, and for 2 more seconds, hold it, and then gently down on those knees. 10 seconds on, about 10 seconds off. Recalibrate, check in that it felt safe and strong, and let's do it again. Lifting the bum up, connecting the ribs and the hips together with your core brace, and then go. 10, 9, and in those 8, 7 seconds that are left, we're squeezing our butts, bracing our core, finding ways to bring strength to your plank. And then ease off the tension. Take your time as straight legs, walk in towards hands, stack the hips over the feet, extend through that T-spine, and then finish with a head, neck, and extension. Shake it out. Let's go back to the bar. Rond de jambe, or our leg bar here. We'll do that with our dorsiflex foot first. Dorsiflex, pull the foot to shin. Hug that leg into center as to take away that daylight between your legs. From here, we'll take the straight leg towards across the body and then open up out to the side. Keep the leg straight, keep those hips pushing forward, and then we'll internally rotate on the hip, bringing that leg into center, hugging the midline there out the back, and flexing the hip forward. Repeat, same thing to the back. Extension of the hip is to the back here, dorsiflex that ankle, and nice and slow, turn out of the hip, bring a stiff leg to forward, nice and control, and then heel connects underneath. Same thing on the other side. Take the daylight away by hugging in center and try to cross your midline out front. Then from there, it's a nice turn in the hip, my inseam's facing forward, and then I'll turn it down, standing tall, reaching out of that hip socket to the back, hug center, pull in tight, and flex the hip forward. Repeat to the back. Out the back, nice and slow, open up, taking your time, feeling the stretch and improving your strength, and underneath to finish. That was so nice. Let's do it twice. Let's go back to the other leg. Same thing. Hug center as you cross the midline, and nice and slow, turn out of that hip. Keep those hips level. Stay tall. Reach out of that hip socket as you reach around to the back. Nice straight legs. Hug center, and then hip flexion or pull from the front so the leg comes forward. Extend the butt or the hip to the back. We have that dorsiflex ankle. We'll turn out of that hip socket, bring the leg towards up, nice and control, bring it to center, and extend the hip forward to bring the leg back. And final repetition on the other side. Start with your dorsiflex, hug center to bring the leg over there first, and then nice and slow, turn out of that hip, straight legs, reach, out the back with your breath, hold on to that balance, and then flex or pull the leg forward. Repeat to the back. Last repetition as we extend, turn out of that hip, open to the side, nice and slow, finish to center, and extend the hip by bringing the leg back. Wiggling that one out. In the center now, let's have a little bit of fun with that. I'm going to stay in the light here, with that Jane Fondu exercise here. So, standing tall, a little bit of a plie, knees over toes, and extend. Repeat. Knees over toes, hips stay nice and level, and extend. So again, nice cues for those plies and squats. is to keep our upper body stacked over top of those heels, and the knees will move away from center. Stand. Repeat with 2 feet if that's good for you. Repeat in center if your balance is doing really well, away from that bar. And if you want to follow me for the last exercise, plies on a single leg. So pull that foot up to a coup de pied position down at the foot. And again, nice and slow, we'll go knees over toes, hips forward. 4 total, that's 1. Knees over toes. Extend the hip forward, 2. Knees over toes, this is rep number 3, and push the hip forward. And final one, knee over toe, push the hip forward. Same thing on the other side. Coup de pied or ankle position down low, knee over toe, extend the hip. Knee over toe, extend the hip. 2 more, slow and steady as you go, and really think about using your butt cheek to extend or stand tall. Let's switch and add on. Down low, same thing as before, our little knee bend plie. And then stretch, and then a little releve or a toe balance and down. This is where we might be on a wall or a bar, So now from here, we'll go knee over toe. Stretch with your hip extension, find your toe balance, reset. Knee over toe, stretch with a hip extension, find your toe balance, reset. And for the last one on this side, knee bend, stretch, find your toe balance, and then again, for a time of your choosing, can you own that as a nice work effort? And then A++, I'm getting an A here, not a plus plus. Just slow down and then shake it out. Same thing on the other leg, add that balance by the end. Knee bend, hip extend, ball of foot raise, reset. Knee bends, hip extends, ball of foot raise, reset. 2 more times here, knee bend, hip extend, ball of foot raise, reset. And for the last one, knee, hip extend, find your toe balance, and can you hang on to that for a couple seconds, as well as owning that dismount back to ground. Shake it out. Final time in our plank today, which also means the final time in our forward fold. Chin tuck, start from the top down, flexing the spine. Maybe this is called a Jefferson curl, or just a nice fold forward. Then, using those hands, walk out to your high position or plank, and 10 seconds of effort, go. Pull the hands to feet, squeeze your butt cheeks, brace your core for 3, 2, knees down. Take 10 seconds off. Try to rest in an extension position similar to mine, and then screw in those hands, lengthen out your plank, and for one more time, squeeze your bum, brace your core, and hold for 3, 2. Slowly walk those feet to the hands. Take your time coming up. Fold, stack, chin connects to sternum, and once you're extended through the rest of the body, let the head neck follow. And shake it out. For the final movement of today's practice, come back to some balances and some holds. The slow stuff, the adage, check in with that as we finish here. Use your balance aid. We'll start low and get higher as allowed. So from low, using that balance aid to the side, extend the hip, knee stays in the same position, and extend and hold for 3, 2, slow knee bend, back. Depending on availability of the hips and the flexibility and stability of the body, pull up a little higher, and same thing. And hold for 4, 3, 2, and then in. Return that to the floor, and let's do the same thing on the other leg. Start low, nice and control in that balance. The knee stays in the same position as we extend. Nice toe points and hold for 3, 2, slow knee bend back to coup de pied. If that's good and available, go towards that retire position or at the knee. And nice and slow, extend, standing tall, and holding for 2, 1, in, and down. Final position of today, and we'll try to work again from that first. Pivot on heels, pull up to a low position, and out at the side now, or to second, extend the knee, and hold for 3, 2, slow in. Lift or raise, flexing the hip is allowed, knee stays in the same position, and then again, maybe we need that balance aid as we take our time to hold the straightness in the knee for 3, 2, slow knee bend, close to the front, and then down. Pivot again with a little of a shake, pivot to first, transfer weight. Woo, maybe my balance on this side needs some improving. And from down low, the knee stays in the same position as we look to extend and hold for 2, 1, slow on the in, and then last one we'll raise towards the knee. I might need my balance aid, I'm sorry. And for the last time here, knee stays in the same position. We hold, we extend, we breathe, control the in, pull to center, down, close the other leg, and shake that out. Thank you very much for following along with me today at this bar practice. 30 minutes or so, feeling good in those hips, and we're looking forward to doing this again. We'll be back live on Thursday mornings around 8:05 and anytime in the archive. With your membership, with your subscription to YouTube, thank you. Look forward to doing this again. Take care, stay strong. We'll see you around. Have a good day.